Thank you so much, Shiv. Good evening, everyone. And it's a pleasure and privilege to be speaking to all of you today. I firstly want to thank Rai for taking this initiative and organizing the ReTechCon. It is a great honor for me to be speaking along with other industry leaders and experts who have had a vital contribution to the retail industry. I will bring up my presentation to talk you to how American Express has been working closely with merchant establishments in the retail industry. And while I bring that presentation up, let me give you a quick introduction about myself. My name is Ryan De Silva, and I look after the client management business of the global merchant services business in American Express in India. What I will talk to you about today, first and foremost, is the footprint of American Express in India. Now, American Express in India has over 15,000 colleagues. A majority of these colleagues are based in Delhi NCR, but we also have colleagues in other locations like Mumbai, Bangalore, and Chennai, and many other cities in India. Incidentally, 2021 is the year that we celebrate 100 years of being in India. Our first office was opened in 1921 in the city of Kolkata. And today, we have more than 1 million plus merchants in India. And it brings me great pleasure to tell you that our first merchant was actually set up in 1959. And that was the Taj Mahal Hotel in Mumbai, which is very close to the gateway of India. We have had, over the years, a large number of merchants put on, and therefore 1 million plus merchants today is something that we are extremely proud of in the merchant business. The business that I said in my introduction is what I represent. American Express in the year 2020, when the pandemic hit, has been working very closely with merchants to try and see how we can revive and work, with them to get their business up and running. And one of the platforms or the programs that we introduced was called Shop Small. I will talk a little bit more about Shop Small later in the presentation, but it was the first time we launched this in the market, and it is something that is, done in a few select markets at a global platform. Also, American Express is an organization that I'm sure a lot of you are well aware of. American Express brand is something that is very trusted, and we are very happy that we've won the Brand Trust Award for a number of years, 7 years to be precise. It's also an organization which is ranked amongst top 10 great places to work with from the year 2006 to 2018. And it's very well known for its customer services and won a large number of recognitions and accolades. So talking about the merchant value proposition, like I said, I represent the merchant business in India, and I work as the head of the client management team here. So essentially, what are the pillars that attract a merchant to work with American Express? I'll touch upon the 4 key pillars of our merchant value proposition. First and foremost is an affluent card member base. American Express card members are premium card members who have a high income and therefore have a propensity to spend more. Studies have shown that on an average, they tend to spend at least 3 times more than normal. So therefore, an American Express card member, when they walk into a merchant establishment, will end up spending much more than other card members. American Express card members are extremely loyal. These are card members who, when they open their wallet, their first payment instrument that they pull out tends to be an American Express card. And when they buy from merchants, they also tend to buy more, and therefore their transaction sizes tend to be higher. American Express in India has a very large corporate clientele. Most corporates, when they are expensing their travel and entertainment expenses of their employees, mandate their employees to use their American Express card in order for them to claim reimbursements. As a result of which, we notice that transaction sizes in the corporate business tend to be higher than consumer card members. Consequently, this means a higher transaction size for our merchant establishments. Last but not the least, international travelers, when they travel into the country, These are card members who travel, mainly to destination cities or to, cities in the Delhi NCR, Rajasthan area, or especially, to Goa or the south of the country. And they're on holiday. So when they're on holiday, they tend to spend impulsively, purchase impulsively, and their first choice of preference is again the American Express card. So all these things put together is a strong merchant value proposition. This is a significant reason why, like I shared in my earlier slide, we've been able to significantly ramp up our merchant presence in India, which is now over 1 million plus merchants. We have, given the pandemic, supported our merchants specifically strongly from a technology perspective. How have we done that? We've looked at a lot of digital and contactless capabilities in order to work with our merchants, given the fact that card members wanted less interaction in change of handover of cards. So some of the tools that have been leveraged very strongly, I'll just touch upon a few. Pay by link, contactless, again, becoming very popular in the market. Tap and pay, wherein card members can pay for transactions above 5,000 by simply tapping on terminals, as well as onboarding of merchants is something that is also being done digitally. So a lot of focus on technology, moving away from the traditional methods of how we've been working with merchants in the past. And the pandemic has really changed the way in which technology has been ruling our lives. At the same time, this was a very interesting study that we did recently on our small merchants and businesses, and very interesting results that got thrown up. First and foremost, we noticed that small merchants are using, 63% of them are using SMS and WhatsApp messages, which was something that hasn't been done in the past. 56% of them were leveraging social media posts. 47% have been advertising directly on social media platforms. And more importantly, 46% encouraging their card members to use digital form of payments. So this was also tying back to what we saw in terms of increased technology. So therefore, the benefit of technology is something that we're definitely seeing ramping up in the market, and is an area that American Express is closely focusing on and by working along with merchants. I touched upon Shop Small on my first slide. Shop Small, like I said, is a global initiative that was launched in India in the year 2020. It was done during the pandemic. This is one of the biggest initiatives done by American Express at a global level to support small merchants during tough times. And we decided to launch this in India, given the fact that COVID had a severe impact on merchant establishments, specifically those small and medium establishments. What is the objective of Shop Small? The objective of Shop Small was to encourage card members to come out there, to spend offline, to go to shops, to spend there, and also get a benefit from American Express. So card members would get a benefit through a cashback, as well as merchants would get a benefit because they would see increased footfall of American Express card members. And like I shared in my earlier slide, American Express card members tend to be higher spenders, and also they are more loyal, and therefore they'll be using their Amex card. When we launched Shop Small in the year 2020, we launched this campaign in 3 cities, Delhi, Bombay, and Bangalore, with about 40,000 plus participating merchants. This campaign was a resounding success, as a result of which we've launched it again this year in 2021 in the 3 cities of Delhi, Bombay, and Bangalore, and 3 additional cities of Chennai, Pune, and Hyderabad. And this time, we have nearly 80,000 plus merchants that are participating. From an offer standpoint, the offer is very, very lucrative. What a card member really has to do is to spend 1,000 rupees at any of the participating merchants, and they can get 500 rupees back, which is a 50% back that a card member can earn on a 1,000 rupee transaction. And you can earn this 5 times at 5 different merchants during the period of the program, which runs till 31st of October. So it's something that really benefits card members, but more importantly, provides a higher amount of footfall, visibility, and spend back for our merchants, which is core to our merchant value proposition that I touched upon earlier. Apart from that, we've also done a lot of point of purchase signages in terms of visibility, We've helped our merchants, our small merchants, when it comes to sanitization. And you see some of the photographs on the slide here, which essentially reflects what we've done from a sanitization perspective, whether it was kits, whether it was social distancing, um, uh, you know, pamphlets that were put over there or markers that were put over there. And all of this was done, which was absolutely at no additional cost to the merchants. So all in all, it's something that we've really focused on to drive value back to our merchants. Last but not the least, when we're looking at our small merchants, we also leverage a lot of data. American Express is a closed loop network. So what we are able to do is leveraging data to see how best we can curate offers, working with our merchants for our card members, which again increases spends. So Shop Small is a very powerful global program. And also at a local market level, we'll also look at a lot of card member offers that again will provide a lot of benefit for our merchants. I'd like to end by saying, I would request all of you who have an American Express card to please visit your favorite neighborhood store and show your support for the Shop Small program and for our small retail establishment merchants. Thank you so much and appreciate you giving us the opportunity to talk to you about the American Express Merchant Services Program. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us today. And I look forward to having another session with you in the near future.